an interesting looking machine. Read the secret records. It's not just old equipment, it looks like it's still capable of printing. I need to figure out what exactly it's storing. Oh, you can hear the wailing of patients still. I don't know if you can hear them, but that's actually quite disturbing. Interesting lock. Sure is. The ambience is really out of... Gears missing. Young adrenaline junkies love places like this. Apparently he was one of the ghost's victim. There was a note there. Dead camera. And here's that sun symbol. You can hear people wailing in the background. Ah. Two-pronged pluck. Ah, it's too dark. How can I both illuminate and write down what's written at the same time? We don't need the camera? Okay. Alright, it looks like we need to change the fuse. Fight fire with fire. In our case, electricity with electricity. Defibrillator. Why is it so dark? And where's the switch for the lamp? No? Well, it only gave me a dead plug. Maybe I can use that in the front. Let's go check it out. Let me just go in and check again. Maybe I forgot to pick something up. It's missing a gear. Alright. I also got the dead camera. Ah, so that goes there. Ah, we need to recharge this with a battery. Or the defibrillator, sorry. Okay. Anyway, let's check out here. That is an ugly looking statue. What on earth is that? Today the patients were taken out for a walk again. One of them sitting here singing at the memorial. I thought he was hallucinating, but in the evening, when everyone was taken away, I heard something like breathing. Duty orderly, June 2nd. Seems she scared people even after death. Alright, so we got a valve. Stethoscope. Need to fill this incense burner? Yeah. I'm not sure I'm gonna stick my hand in there. Locked. There are holes of the former handle. Need to find something to insert into them. Ah. Okay, so that can be used as a handle. Got a hidden object scene? Let's take a look. Gardening shed. Look at all the power. Yeah, the power. Yeah, look at all the flower plots in here. And even got a lemon tree. And potatoes. Everything in here. So we got cut out fragments here we need to find. Oh, we need to put them in place. Okay. So this is up here. It goes there. Lemons. Blackboard. Something metallic. Oh, is that the window? It is. Alright. Got a bandage. And what about this? I clearly need some kind of figurines here. Why is there an hourglass written here? Oh, we ditched the cat. Okay, so we can use that. What is that? Are you hungry? Where's the handle or the tap? The valve? I don't have a handle and I don't have time to make a new one. I'll just wrap it in something. And a good thing we found this. I don't know what that is. What is it? Is it a lockpick? A wrapped razor. And we also got a cordicus. So clearly he wants a fly or something. So let's see. What we can... how about out here? We just need the clock hands. A gear. Whatever do I need here? No. I'm just guessing right now. Well, let's check in here. Dancing men. Oh yeah, the stitches. Is that the key fob? It sure is. Alright, looks like the kitchen or cafeteria or something. Dining room. Look at this. I like how abandoned places illustrated in games still keep the lights on. Isn't that funky to think about? Well, a pot full of blood. Anyway, look at all the worms here. That's disgusting. What is this? Bags full of blood? What's going on in here? I'm not gonna touch this. That's disgusting. Foster was seen again yesterday. She was wandering against a wall between the serving area and the kitchen door. The light flickered and she was gone. She appears here often, even after death. Cut the wire. I don't think you're supposed to do that, do I? So this is where she's been spotted. How can I get rid of it? Well, we are assembling some kind of saw. It's a surgical saw. High up. Could use a sticker with a hook. Ah, so this is the hourglass figurine that we need for the gate. That's why there was a hourglass depicted. Oh, here's the saw blade. Where's the right tool for this? And what about this bag? There's a menu. What's on the menu? How can I get rid of these wasps? Maybe with the strong smell? Let's grab these 95 cards. Only 45 to go. Okay, I need to figure out this class. We need something with 2 prongs. Is that a bomb? It's an antique stabilizer. Yeah, it definitely looks antique. Anyway, let's assemble this. Look at that. Not only good for cutting bones, but also wood apparently. Okay, so we're open up for another hidden object scene. I really like how many scenes they put into this game compared to older games. It's definitely an improvement, at least for me, because that's the reason why I play hidden object puzzles adventures, is mainly because of the hidden object scenes. Of course, also the story, but I really like how they utilize more scenes in each chapter. Thumbs up, Domini, thumbs up. More of that, please. And by the way, I was buying some games doing sales, and I actually figured out that Domini games have a side studio. I didn't know that. Producing only hidden object games called Relax Studios, and they actually got a lot of games. And the reason I figured out that is because Domini at some point started making these games. And then they switched over to calling themselves Relax, but they didn't remove the old games, so all the old Domini games were listed on the Relax game. So that's why I figured out it was Domini's side studio. But I didn't know that. I actually bought some games, so I'm definitely gonna check out look at that and see what they look like. Anyway, we got a 4x3 checklist. Disgusting. Look at all this rotten food always open. I doubt that right now. 3 ladles. Let's scoop up some soup, shall we? There's a soup over here, but I think it's quite hard. 3 knives. They must be pretty dull. That was a weird looking knife. A rusty as well. 3 fish. We've got some fish bones as well. Drinks. I'm not gonna touch that. I'm not gonna cat bowl. So the last drink. That's not a drink. That's a soup. I like how they use all the mold on the food to give it more detail. It's definitely... They definitely look more realistic, these scenes nowadays. Absolutely stunning. Everything is so richly detailed. The color fits perfectly. But Domini games have always had the unique ability to make use of colors in the right way. At least if you ask me. The temperature is dropping. That means she's here. A direct manifestation. I need to record this in the channel. We've also got a foul-smelling perfume. And I really like... Did you see how she was wearing a bandage over her eyes? It looks like her eyes got removed. There was blood puddles beneath them. Look at that. Disgusting. Alright. Yeah, everybody got that. So we got some smelling perfume. That's gonna be really rotten. Look at that. Alright, got one of the dancing skeletons. It's gonna come out of brooch. Ah, where's the handle? Excellent question. As I also stated this in the last chapter, I really like how you need to traverse through the entire chapter, utilizing all the scenes. Usually it's only 2 or 3 at a time. So that's definitely also an improvement. I really like that. That doesn't go there. Well, anyway, we got the bonus chapter, or bonus location. We should do something about it here. Let's charge this. So we still need a fuse. A charged camera. Do I need to take a screenshot? Ah, that's the safe outside. In the hallway. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 3, 5, 3. How does this work? Five, 3, 2, 4, 1. Okay. I did not understand that code, but okay, we managed to open it. Fuse. We found a new fuse. Let's see if we can wrap up this bonus location. Less things to remember. An on and off button. Look at all the wires in here. Found a gear. Let's see if that fits down here. It does. Drag all the gears into place to fix the device. Oh my goodness, it sounds like he's in trouble. So, how do we solve this? That definitely goes up here. Something dropped. Okay, so how do we solve this? That goes there. So that goes there. Oh, no, you don't. interesting puzzle. Alright. Nurse Foster is saying again that she can save her brother if she finds a suitable heart. She goes to the donor ward and into the operating rooms. She pretends to clean up in front of her superiors, but no one believes her. I'm sure she's up to no good. A suitable heart for her brother. Foster killed for her brother, but when he died, she continued searching for donors. It seems she's been searching forever. So how did she die, by the way? How did she die, actually? How did Nurse Foster die? We haven't got any clear evidence for that, or clues for that. Anyway, that was the bonus chat, or a bonus location. We need to make some incense in here. Oh, dragonfly figurine. Look at this. Examine the stones in the dragonfly's wing and match them according to their shapes. Okay, so we just need to match them. But yes, I'm not sure I'm doing it correctly. But I did. Okay. Anyway, we got the last hourglass figurine. That means we can open this gate. Is that the donor ward? Riley, I found something in the Greystone County archives. A newspaper clipping from 1977. Marianne Foster, Ravenhill nurse, is accused of murdering 3 patients. All 3 patients were eligible for heart transplants. They suspected that she had chosen them deliberately. But the evidence was insufficient. A month later, her brother died. And after another month, Marianne was found hanged in one of the service rooms at Ravenhill. The newspaper said that the body was disfigured. There were traces of blood on the floor and medical instruments. It seems someone did to her what she did to others. That explains the missing eyes. So she hanged herself, but somehow... I don't know if she hangs herself, but... it could also be the one that dismembered her. Look at that, it's brains over here. Anyway, got some tarot cards, roughly to 100. Need to somehow find out from the fingerprints which buttons were pressed, but they're still hard to see. How about this? Need a brush. A projector over here. What's missing here is the cassette tapes, and something to hold it in place. It's still running, I really like that. Some more tarot cards. 100 in total. And now it's time to get rid of the door hinges. I can use this hole to get whatever is inside. Something thin and long can help. We realized something here. The wallpaper is completely peeling off. Yeah, it looks really dry. Look at all this. Organs on display. Lovely. What's this magical door? Is that a scraper? Spatula? This symbol seems vaguely familiar to me. How so? How so, if I may ask? Can I use this spatula here? I can. Use the arrows to clear paint from the wall. The chip moves to the first obstacle and cannot pass through an already cleared area. So how come I couldn't go that way? How about this way? There we go. I think I nailed it. Oh no! I forgot this. Let's try again. How did I miss that? No, 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 no! I pressed the wrong star. I think we nailed it now. Let's try. No. Now I'm gonna box that one in. How do I remove that? See, now I can't do that. I'm gonna lock myself in. What if I do it the other way around? I don't think I can do that. No. We need to start that way. Yeah. I need to figure out, because I think this is the right connection.